On the 28th of May 1993, almost 30 years ago to the day, this is where it all started. Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm at Shanghai South Railway Station, subway station, and this was the very first station to open on Shanghai's Line 1 all those years ago. And 30 years later, look how good it is. There's no graffiti, there's no rubbish, it's been well maintained, it's clean, and it's busy and efficient. So today's video is going to be all about the Shanghai Metro subway system. And throughout the video, I've got some amazing facts and figures to give you. So stay tuned, don't click away. I'm going to be taking you to the newest stations. I'm going to be giving you lots of facts and figures all about the system. So yeah, let's get on with the video. So as I said before, you can see it's a very, very clean and efficient station. We'll just have a quick walk around and have a look, and then we will be jumping on the metro to head to our next destination station. Typical of lots of stations around China, there will always be stores and coffee shops and restaurants within the station itself. You have a Luckin Coffee here and a food store here. These are people over here coming into the station. As you enter metro stations in China, you must have your bag scanned through an X-ray machine, and that's a safety precaution here on the Shanghai Metro system. Pretty much similar to most metro systems around China. We're going to go jump on the subway, and the next stop will be People's Square. And for anyone that's not aware, all the stations, and I think this is throughout China, but certainly in Shanghai, not only have the pinyin station names, but they also have all station names in English as well. We're going to walk down the platform a little, because sometimes at the bottom of the escalators, those are the carriages that are normally the busiest. So hopefully we go a little bit further down here, we might stand a better chance of getting a little bit more space. So just sort of come down here to spread out a little. And if you can see these screens up here, these screens give you all the information about what time the train is coming and how long it's going to be. So we've literally got 20 seconds or so to wait till the next one. And here it is. As I'm saying now, here it's just coming in. And obviously Line 1 was the first metro line here in Shanghai. Yeah, the train's a bit less busy at this end. Okay, so we're on board. And we're on our way. It's typical that trains stop for anywhere around about 30 seconds to 50 seconds in a station for people to get off and on. And that's sometimes challenging when it's a very, very busy station.
We're now at People's Square. Doors will open on the left.
Right, this is People's Square station, and People's Square, it's a interchange station. I think it's between line 1, 2 and 8, and it's actually the busiest station on the Shanghai Metro network. And yeah, it will deal with a huge amount of people every day. And as you can see, again, there's lots and lots of stores and this station is also 30 years old, and as you can see, it's absolutely spotless and in immaculate condition. There's no graffiti, there's no rubbish on the floors, and this is very, very typical of metro stations here in Shanghai, and not just Shanghai, all over China actually. So we'll have a quick walk around People's Square. It's kind of the middle of the afternoon now, so it's not particularly busy. There's a fair few people around, but come sort of peak times, the stations like this will be absolutely heaving with people, you know, and on holiday times, the Shanghai authorities, they put special plans into operation on these lines to deal with the sheer amount of people that use these stations and the metro. I just can't imagine how difficult it would be to get around Shanghai if you didn't have you know, the Shanghai subway. It'd be absolutely so difficult. And so yeah, it gives you a good look around. These are some of the oldest stations. People's Square is on line 1, and these are some of the very first stations that opened here in Shanghai. So what we're going to do next, we are going to jump back onto the metro, and I'm going to take you to show you some of the newer stations, the more modern stations where there's a bit of artwork. Oh, that's a bit of a strange looking burger there. I've no idea what that is. It looks like they've left it under the cooker a bit too long. I'm guessing it might be chou tofu, which is very stinky tofu. But yeah, it looks to me like they've cooked it a little bit too long. Well, I'm sure Jason will maybe giving that a try. Humble one, you've got to give that burger a try, mate. Oh, one other fact about line 1. Line 1 is also the deepest metro line in Shanghai, with a depth of up to 64 meters in some places. It looks like I'm walking the wrong way against the people, so I better move over here. Just another interesting fact while we're walking around, to give you an idea of how big the metro system is. 10 million people use the system on a daily basis. Now over here I've just spotted a coffee store, so I'm going to pop in and get myself a coffee and hopefully a cake. Hi. So guy there waving to the camera. Something you notice in Southeast Asia and especially China, people are very not shy of the camera. They will see you with a camera, they will wave, they will, you know, it's kind of different to Europe. So just a quick double tap on my phone to bring up my NFC Shanghai Metro card. Oh, we want to go over here, and once that's up, I can just tap my phone onto the surface like this, and done. And that journey costs 3 RMB, 3 yuan, and that's about 35 pence, about 40 cents in US dollars. And all journeys under 6 kilometers are that price. I got myself a nice iced latte and a tiramisu. So just going to down that and take a little look at my phone and decide where we're going next. Okay, so this station is Wujong Road, and it's one of the newer stations on line 15. And I'm told this is a really nice station with some nice design accents. So let's go and have a look. Oh wow, that's lovely. Wow, look at that. Like all the city along the it's got a big customer service inside. Wow, that's beautiful. And there's not masses of stations like this, but it tends to be the new ones. So it seems there's a woman here doing some sort of photo shoot. She's looking very nice in her blue against the city. Yeah, you can see that this is how they do some of the stations. It's really nice. Right, okay, so another fact, the busiest line on the metro in Shanghai, the subway system, is Line 2. Now, Line 2 links the Hongqiao Transport Hub, where Hongqiao Airport and Shanghai's high-speed train station is. It links it with Pudong Airport, and it goes through what are known as 7 golden stations, and there are the central business district stations in Shanghai. So yeah, it goes from one side of the city right across to the other side of the city at Pudong Airport. So that's a look around Wujong Road station, and now we're going to head to another station on line 15. And again, you can just see how clean and spotless these places are. There's no graffiti, there's no rubbish on the floor. They always have guards down here to help. We just have a bit of a walk up this way. But yeah, I mean, the stations here are absolutely fine. They tend not to run 24 hours. They will start at maybe 5:36 in the morning and run till around 11:30 or midnight, or some a little bit later. And you never have any worries at all about riding. You know, I see many young females who will ride on the subway system very late at night or very early in the morning. And I don't know about in Shanghai, but in Shenzhen they also have some carriages that are designated for women only. But I'm not sure if that's the case here. Put in the comments if you know anything about that. Yeah. Okay, let's head to the next station. Now, just to give you an idea how large the Shanghai subway system is, they have 20 lines. Now, that does include the maglev, which links city centre to Pudong Airport, and that has a train that runs at about 420 or 450 kilometers an hour. Correct me in the comments if I've got that wrong, but that's the fastest train in China. I don't actually think they run it that fast anymore, but it is capable of that. And then there are 19 traditional subway lines which cover about 830 kilometers. And as well as those 19 lines, there are another 10 to 12 lines or extensions to existing lines under construction, and they will be completed hopefully by 2025, when they expect to have over 1,000 kilometers of subway lines. So we're now going to jump back onto the metro, and I'm going to go show you another cool station. This is line 15, which has one of the automated driverless metros, and this is one, I think, of 5 lines in Shanghai that has fully automated trains. And you can see here, it lights, you can just see how fast we are going. And we've recently got some of these in Shenzhen. If you want to watch that video, check out up here. This guy here, he's here just for safety in case there's any issues. He doesn't actually do anything to do with driving. But you know, China now are introducing more and more of these driverless metros from an efficiency point of view, because I guess there's a lot of people now who just don't want to do the job of a train driver. It's actually quite amazing to stand at the front and see yourself sort of zooming through these tunnels. So yeah, we're going to go off and find another metro station to show you now. As you can see, we're just approaching the station here.
娄山关路到了，开左边门，上下车当心缝隙，请注意脚下安全。门灯闪烁时，
It's really good. It's quite interesting because in Shenzhen you're not allowed to go past here. They have it they're off, but here you're allowed to go right to the front of the train. So yeah, let's go and explore. Okay, so this is Luyue station. This is right in the heart of Shanghai, and in this station they've got this sort of mega cool massive screen all the way down this one side that you can see now, and they often put like different images on here. Not quite sure what this is, but it looks pretty nice. Now I've got a new friend here. Look, it's a big duck or goose, I'm not quite sure, but it's a gift from my stepdaughter. But I'm getting some funny looks. I'm getting some funny looks on the metro carrying it around. Now, another fact, the longest metro line in the Shanghai Metro system is 82.3 kilometers, and it's line 11. And it's the first interprovincial metro line because it links to Kunshan City in Jiangsu province. So it's actually the first interprovincial line in China, not just Shanghai, in the whole of China. So yeah, there's another fact for you. Okay, we're going to carry on our journey around the Shanghai metro stations. Right, so this station is also on line 14, and that's pretty cool. I like the ceiling design that's going on here, and it's Yuan Garden, and this is just one stop up from Luyue. So let's show you around here. Yeah, the design of the roof is really nice here. It's lovely. So I'm not quite sure what exit to go out of here, but it's a lovely station. It really is. It's really nice. It all changes colour, so it's all phasing into different colours like purples and pinks and stuff like that. Wow, how nice! What an amazing station. Nice all orange. They really make a lovely job of some of these stations. They're absolutely fantastic. And Yuan Gardens is somewhere I've not actually been yet in Shanghai, so it's somewhere I should really go. Let's just turn you around so you can see all down there. Wow, look at that. That's really nice. Absolutely stunning. Oh, there's some people here, look, waving. Hi. I tell you what, Chinese people are so friendly, it's unbelievable. The little girl was having a look at my big duck here. I'm getting some very strange looks walking around with this. Okay, so this is another one of the lovely metro stations here in Shanghai. It's so good how all the colours are changing in those roof sort of panels, or whatever you call them. And it's just really smart. Look at that. It's just stunning, really. It's magnificent. Okay, so I'm trying to think of some more facts to tell you. I can't think of any more facts. I'm sure there must be some. If I've missed anything, or if I'm wrong on anything, you leave it down in the comments. But in my opinion, I've never been to a city, and I've been to quite a few cities around the world, not hundreds, but quite a few, and this has got to be one of the best metro subway systems I've ever seen in any city. And you know, when you think about that, it moves 10 million people a day around the city. You know, you just imagine if they didn't have this. And I think this is where China really scores. You know, even though they've got 20 lines, they're continuing to build out more, and that just shows you how they're forward thinking, because they probably know that you know, the city will have more people coming in from rural areas, so they need to be able to move those people around, and they just plan ahead. I often hear Westerners talk about these ghost cities, and actually you go back to some of those cities a few years later and they're actually full of people. You know, it's just because China just do things different to the West. Okay, so I hope that's given you some insight into the Shanghai Metro system. It really is an impressive subway system, absolutely. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel in general, consider hitting that subscribe button. But as always, for now, take care.